Hey, today on the Subway Series podcast, a little bit of Shedeur Sanders, a little Travis Hunter, and a little Giants preseason. Both New Yorkers, both avid sports enthusiasts.
Yes.
And first of all, we love each other, so the conversation gonna be dope off rip. The conversation's gonna be dope. But we have serious, in-depth concern, and we're not fanatics. We're not crazy. We're loyal.
Yo, speak for yourself, because someone say I'm a fanatic, but hey.
For a reason. But the New York sports scene, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, I have here track and field and boxing. But right now there's so much going on. Preseason has just started in football, and what I see out of the New York teams, been closely watching. We're both part of further involvement, so but it's important. So we both been watching the Shedeur Sanders saga play itself out.
Yes.
I mean, I've been watching this from the time, to be honest, from the time he was in high school. I've been watching YouTube videos. I saw the Jackson State games. I saw the Colorado University Buffalo games. I guess I'm a CU uncle, even though I'm a St. John's grad, right? But he was, when he wasn't picked, people like to use the word conspiracy to minimize when there is actually a conspiracy going on. And Brother Shedeur was victim of utter nonsense, where it's clear that he's a first rounder. He kind of proved it on Friday, but he proved it throughout his career. They still use the 5th round grade on him as though that's a reality. It's not. It's really not. Really, it's fugazi.
Right.
And my Giants, my Giants Cup here. My Giants Cup has always been known in the past. I've always been known in the past to kind of overlook African American quarterbacks, black quarterbacks. And this year they do have to. They do have Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, both of whom I like.
Right.
I wanted them to draft Shedeur. I'm being honest. I'm keeping it. I like Jackson Dart. I liked him in college. I do like him.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually played very well on Saturday.
Yeah, he did. He
played very well on Saturday. So I'm not upset anymore. But how Shedeur has been treated, because I've always followed black quarterbacks from the time I was a little kid. I remember Walter Lewis on Alabama. I remember Major Harris on West Virginia. I remember before Bradshaw was the quarterback that had Jefferson Street, Gillian. And I remember Vince Evans. I remember Randall Cunningham. Matter of fact, a local who I grew up, I used to look up to him, was Don McPherson. His mother was the school nurse. When I broke my thumb, his mother was Miss Margaret McPherson. I grew up with, and he was on the higher level of the traveling team in Little League, and I was on the lower level of Little League. So I followed him. He went to Syracuse. He almost went to Heisman, and he went to Eagles. That's why I'm a Giants fan. You can't be mad at the Eagles, because they've always picked African-American quarterbacks. Keep it above, and don't hate the Eagles, right? I'm not going to root for them, right? I'm a Giants fan. But I'm not going to hate on them either, because they've done right by me with people I actually know. So, with that said, Shedeur has shown composure and wisdom beyond his age throughout the entire process. He's overcome the negative depictions, the contribuencies. Like they kind of made up a story from behind the scenes they have yet to verify. They say he interviewed poorly. They say he did this and that, and he was prepared. Instead, they showed he's not the type to be unprepared. His career at Colorado, 2 years where he set the record completion percentage, which is over 73, 74%. Also at Jackson State. I posted a video on our Further and Farther and Smart earlier of him at Jackson State. So that this is not a new thing of him showing composure. And what do you think about the Shedeur Sanders issue? What do you think about it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. Now, I know it's been a lot been said about it. I mean, because here on Subway Series, we talking all New York sports, Giants, Jets, Yankees, Mets, Islanders, and Rangers, and Knicks and Nets, and all that stuff. But we go beyond that, of course. And one thing about the Sanders situation is this. It's kind of classic. I didn't expect anything less than what he did because I knew his capability. You know what I'm saying? I've been familiar with him for a long time too, and because I think it's pops. Yeah. The thing of quieting strong black men that come from all black fathers, it's a thing of quieting black fathers for some reason. You know what I'm saying? If we don't fit their stereotype or their narrative, what they want to do is shut us down. We ain't dancing for them, or what I'm saying? You know who the them are, the theys are. I don't have to point that out. We already know who the theys and the theirs are. And what it is that, anytime you have that strong father, that strong black father that's in a child's life period, they always want to disenfranchise that father first and foremost. So it's no different than the Williams sisters. It's no different than Tiger Woods' father or
Cam Newton, Cam
Newton. Remember, Cam Newton went through the same thing because I got my strong father here, and hey, you're not one of those boys that come up with just with a mama and had nothing to eat and welfare. Oh my God, what is this? Because they don't know how to paint the narrative if they ain't that. So here it is, and Deion's work. Everybody knows Deion's work. How much proving do we have to prove? So Deion is saying, just because of someone talk arrogant, you know how I feel about the word humble.
Confident. I don't think he's arrogant at all.
But I'm just saying, you know how I feel about that humble thing. I'm not for that. Not at all. Because when people try to humble you, I got to think about people that try to humble you.
It's humiliation.
It's and it has this thing. It has this thing to it that it's like crushing the grape all the time. That humble thing, and there's no need for it. Why do I have to be small for you to be big? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So again, and actually, both brothers did excellent. You know what I'm saying? Both brothers did excellent in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna prove what they're gonna prove. And again, the whole thing with the black quarterback thing. That's if both brothers played cornerback, I guarantee you, you wouldn't be hearing none of this. You wouldn't hear none of it. But they played cornerback because again, their father made the cornerback something to look at. Who was looking at cornerbacks before Shedeur Sanders? Nobody.
Prime time.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And he made it fun, and he made it, he made it realistic. He made it a position that kids wanted to play and Pop Warner. You got what I'm saying? What kid wanted to play? I played cornerback when I was a kid in strong safety. Nobody cared about those positions. They used to say, I played cornerback. They used to say, you the kid with the no hands that can run fast. Meaning that I can run fast as a wide receiver, but I can't catch as well as a wide receiver. That's what they say about cornerbacks until Shedeur Sanders came along.
Exactly.
He changed all that. He changed that narrative. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So again, and you just naming all those black quarterbacks that was one. I guarantee you, man, people right now, they would have to go,
Oh no.
you were naming black quarterbacks, man, that was phenomenal.
It's a war no.
And they didn't get like the chance to really show their stuff in the pros. Like
Right.
they were doing in college. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
again, the whole thing of knocking us down because you didn't lift us up is the biggest BS in the world. I knew Shedeur was going to do his thing. I knew he was going to do his thing. I knew it.
It's been consistent.
I knew he was going to do his thing. You know what I'm saying?
As for almost 75% for an entire season, twice. We'll be lucky. There is no luck. And the bogus arguments of level of competition, but yet we have who's a excellent quarterback on the Bills who played for Wyoming.
Right.
Who played on a sorry team with no competition, horrible stats. But you see, he won the MVP this last year.
Right.
So you lose that competition nonsense. The production is there, the ability is there, the talent is there, the track record is there. Let the boy eat. Let the boy eat.
And now his jersey is the highest grossing jersey of jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So and again, it's this whole thing of us having to prove ourselves.
Yeah.
And again, I think we need to get away from having to prove ourselves to other people that don't want to say that we aren't as great as we are, because they do know we're great. So that's the thing. So here is the hypocrisy of it all, and the propaganda of it all.
Right.
If you think if you're saying that we are less than, if you're saying that we are less qualified, okay, or you saying that we don't have the ability to do unless you showed us how to do it.
Yes.
Leave us alone and let us prove you wrong. Are you afraid of letting us prove you wrong? Right? Let your arrogance and let your ego be that. Yeah. Let us prove you wrong. I bet they don't do that. They'll never do that. They'll never let us prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think
think a little caveat to that. If there's money to be made, they'll allow it to play out. The reason the owner, who's denying that he was involved in the pick, but I watched the draft every year. I used to take my little brother up to J Matrix, one of the best beat makers in the world. My baby brother, an IT professional also. But I took him from the time he was a little guy to the draft. We used to go to the draft every year. I used to go when it was only at Madison Square Garden Theater. And then they moved to Radio City Music Hall, and now it's all over.
Yeah, because my wife and I used to go to the draft. We used to go to because I was part of Madison Square Garden's fan. It was the fan club. Madison Square Garden fan club. So anything that happened in the garden, because you would pay a fee to get all the stuff, get the discount tickets to everything. And if it was something that was free, they send you tickets. You'll just say you want such and such. So Deb and I went to the draft. We went to the basketball draft and the football draft. You know what I'm saying? And we used to have fun doing those things. But now it's moved all around, because now and let me tell you something. This thing that they did, right, with Shedeur Sanders, they did this strategically because they know people was gonna watch, people was gonna want to see, and when the last time people watched past the second round of anything? Never. Everybody got the most ratings ever.
I'm a draft nerd.
There are plenty of people that's like that, right? And, all right, you're one of them, but I'm just saying, let's say on the whole, right? Yeah. Not many people are gonna watch that. But they want to watch and see. And again, and he knew. Let me tell you how clever they are. They didn't even go. They stayed home.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was going to be some bull. They knew it was going to be some bull up in there.
He's going to have us on TV in your environment looking like a clown.
Right. And they wasn't having it. Because Dion knows better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we didn't control the cameras, right?
Right. And that's what they hate. That's what they hate. You know what I'm saying?
But on top of that, they have no problem with his jersey sales. There's no problem with that.
Of course not.
Because there's no problem with his jersey sales.
Ching ching.
Yep, exactly. and there are a lot of pundits, including Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Stephen A. Used to go to CCC back in the day when I was an usher at CCC. Shout out to Stephen A. There's so many pundits that kind of notice, smell the sabotage in the air.
Yeah.
And said they put him out there to further humiliate him. Because Fergie said humble. No. You're intentional about harming someone and humiliating.
Humiliation.
Trying to humiliate
exactly.
Him, right?
Exactly.
They did this as a test. They never gave him reps with the ones or the twos. And the excuse is, oh, he's a fifth rounder. But when the talent is obvious, they
right.
So you can see what each. But I've been following this like I'm FBI, and I would never be, but like I'm FBI. But been following it, and they never ever gave him first. I don't know if he's ever thrown to Jerry Jeudy. I don't even know if he's thrown to Njoku.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe on his private time, from the way practices had been set up, a separate field. He was I've been following a brother named Garrett Bush. Get a chance, look up Garrett Bush. His brother from Cleveland has an incredible YouTube channel called The Barbershop.
Right.
He's not only on the ESPN, he's on multiple podcasts, but he has to placate a little bit on the podcast. When he runs his own thing, the barbershop, you get the really real. And as the MC Locksmith just said, I know the real from the real to real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Word.
He puts it down, he two practices, and you can see the disparity in talent. Even though they had him segregated in another field while the others were getting with the ones and twos, he was throwing to trash cans, he was throwing to ball boys, the medics, he was throwing
yeah. The sabotage was obvious. Yeah, the sabotage was obvious.
And he was still, when it came time to perform, he performed.
He's a professional. He's a professional that came from a professional.
Went from a professional and was prepared for this. He was prepared for it. If you even watch him as a child, as a high school player going back and forth with his father, which is hilarious. You can see a level of maturity. They call him grown. His family calls him grown because he's always displayed a level of maturity. So interesting is you have a Mary Kay Cabot and a Tony Grossi, who are the local Cleveland press.
Right.
They understand their trepidation because of the history of Cleveland and their quarterbacks and how they Baker Mayfields and the Johnny Manziels and what have you, and even Deshaun Watson trying to let them down. So they understand their trepidation to a degree. But when you become not only cynical but unfair, disparaging,
right,
you say humiliating, there's a way to handle that, and the way Shedeur handled it was excellent. He confronted Tony Grossi right after his press conference, after going 14 of 23 and 138 yards with two precise precision touchdowns, which looked like Joe Montana
Yeah, no, right. Yeah.
and Marino or my boy Martin Moon. It looked like very, very professional.
Yeah.
All-star professional, those two touchdowns. And after coming down, he confronted Tony Grossi. And he said, "Why would you have anything good to say about me? What did I do to you?" So that's the question. That's the question right there. What did I do to you? And he put his hand on his shoulder. It's also a boss move to do that. Put his hand on his shoulder, and then he laughed. He put him at ease and let him laugh. He knows he still has the pen. He's wise enough to know he still has the pen.
Right.
So he ingratiated himself and let him know that, first of all, I'm better than you think, bigger than you think. And when I say I'm bigger than you think, it doesn't mean that I have to use and give you a knuckle sandwich. I won't show you the wrist. He does, but I'm not going to give you the knuckle sandwich.
But you know, Brother Jay, this is the thing with me.
Yeah.
It's like when someone has shown that they're capable of doing the job, and critics are going to always be critics. I don't want to take away anything from anybody being critics, because they never made. There's not one statue built for a critic. So look around this great America, and you never see a critic get one statue. So we have some low life guys have some statues.
But
it's never been a critic.
Right.
Exactly. So how low is that? But even with that, okay, it's like he has to say to the press, what have I done to you for you to come at me? I mean, again, and it's nothing that he did, and it's really nothing that his father did. His father did nothing, because again, Shedeur Sanders have done his time, you know what I'm saying, as far as on the field and proving himself.
Yes.
Now,
the coach now.
Since Shedeur Sanders been a Cowboy, no longer a Cowboy, how many championships have they won?
None.
I'll wait. Yeah.
None.
0. Right. So this is what I'm saying. So again, so he has proven himself as a coach. He has proven himself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And people are kind of, some teams want him to be a coach in the pro, like, because really, the Dallas Cowboys would love to have Shedeur Sanders.
Yes, they offered. Jerry already sent him.
Right. Right. So
a letter. I sent him a gift.
Right. But at the same time, and again, even if people looking at Shedeur as, like, say he come up to him and is he gonna knock him out or whatever like that? Why I gotta be that all the time with us? Right. Why I gotta be that? Why can't we show you what we're capable of doing, and that's it?
Yes,
that's it. Why can't because again, those guys that got the pen, can't do what he can do.
Right.
But I guarantee you, when he's finished his career, he can do what that guy can do. See, and that's and I'm saying, what if you can't do what I can do, and I can do what you can do? You know what I'm saying? Isn't it best for you to look at me as someone like, say, hey, that's my man right there. Let me look out for him. Or that's my man's right there. Let me pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Because he did his thing. That whole picking at you, poke the bear. That's the biggest coward move in the world. That poke the bear thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you poke the bear and then you get a black eye. You black my eye. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then you're crying. And then you want to make him out to be the bad guy. But you poke the bear. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying, again, understand this, people. I'm not saying that no one should be criticized. I'm not saying the Sanders family can't be criticized. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, and I'm not saying black quarterbacks can't be criticized. That's not what I'm saying. Because when you criticize people fairly, you know what I'm saying? That means that's the equal opportunity part of it. If you
Exactly.
criticize me just as fair as you criticize the white guy, that's the equal opportunity right there. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you wanna criticize me, you know what I'm saying, for doing my job, and then you know what I'm saying, Joe Schmo don't get criticized for doing his job. Everything he do is so ooh. Come on, man. To me, that's the wackest thing in the world. That's the wackest thing. And again, let me tell you something, man. What he's gonna bring to Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? What he's gonna
Already
bring to
brought it.
Cleveland,
Already
it's gonna
brought
be
it.
great. It's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Yeah.
be great. And it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to be part of. And those longtime Cleveland fans, they probably gonna get something to cheer about. You know what I'm saying?
They,
In the
they
next
will.
couple of years. You know what
They
I'm saying?
will.
In the next
Yes.
couple of years, they're gonna get something to cheer about. Look how
Yes.
long Detroit Lions been like garbage on garbage, and then they put together a real strong program, and they getting closer and
Get
closer and
closer
closer
and
and closer.
closer.
You know what I'm saying? And they got Detroit something to smile about. Detroit something to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they Tigers, they ain't nothing to cheer about. But that's no story. But I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying, brother? But that's the deal. And
Yeah.
again, the Cleveland Browns, excuse me, gonna have something, excuse me, great, and they fans gonna have something great to cheer about now.
Yes.
Something that they're gonna feel proud about now. Let it happen. I'm
Yes.
not saying that he should be, you know what I'm saying, when he's not
Automatically.
out, give him the business, but
Yes.
give him the business after he didn't do anything. But you expecting greatness out of him, and he didn't do greatness. You expecting the A, and he gave you a C. Talk about the C. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Exactly.
That's my point. I'm not trying to weaken anything or put it. You know what I'm saying? Here on Subway Series, man, we just gonna lay it out.
They
We're
lay it
gonna lay
out.
it out, and we're gonna come to you, and we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you kind of raw. I know you got other shows that give their opinion. You got other
Yes.
shows that give they plight, and that's cool because we all should have a chance to do that. But I'm telling you
Yeah.
something. Me and Brother Jay is New York. You know what I'm
New
saying?
York.
And New York has the smartest fans in the world. I don't care how y'all want to measure it. I don't care how y'all want to pick it. I don't care. I don't care. New York got the smartest fans in all sports. Let me tell you that. In all sports. I'm telling you, the smartest fans of all sports. Okay? And everybody want to be us. That's why they hate us. You know what I'm saying? They hate us. Because they want to be us.
Some guy. What Shedeur did with Tony Grossi reminds me of how Muhammad Ali handles Howard Cosell.
Oh, Cosell. Yeah.
This is how brilliance comes into play. You do realize the weapon of mass destruction because of their connection to mass media. They can devastate your career. And if you see the potentiality of them being terrorists for your against your career, the level of diplomacy has to be on that grand scale, where you turn a foe into an ally, and you use what was meant for evil, turn it around for good. But Muhammad Ali started messing with Howard Cosell's 2K.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Shedeur did when he put his arm on what you call shoulder and laugh, and they both were able to laugh.
But Howard Cosell and Muhammad Ali later in their career said this. They said Muhammad Ali needed Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell needed Muhammad Ali to make their careers their careers. You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't have happened without each other. You know what I'm saying? They truly needed each other, and they played off of each other and loved it. You know what I'm saying? And loved it in front of the cameras. And it's like Howard Cosell was that guy you love to hate, but so was Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You have people that love to hate Muhammad Ali. Now he was my hero. You know what I'm saying? He was my hero. I was even in his in his boxing training and everything like that.
Wow.
As a kid, I was up there in the cat skills and everything like that at his camp and everything as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? I even met
The, the
custom
model.
yeah
The model.
custom model as a kid and everything like that. Because I was part of Muhammad Ali's camp and everything, and then they would do a thing at Bear Mountain and everything like that. They brought us kids to Bear Mountain, and then we would do demonstrations and everything like that. It was fun, man. People loved it and everything. So Muhammad Ali's my hero. You know what I'm saying? So, but you had so many people that love to hate on him at the same
Yeah.
time, and I think that's part of what Shedeur has going for him, the love to hate thing. You know what I'm saying? So you got so many people like, hey man, he's our man, he's our man, he's our man, and then you got all of that they're gonna love to hate on him, and that's what bring him to. And again, he's gonna feed off the, not so much feeding off negativity, but feeding off your doubt. Oh, you doubt me? Here we go. Because my mother used to say this. My mother used to say, let them underestimate you. She used to say that all the time, man.
That's a powerful statement. What Shedeur said, I'm not here to prove my doubt is wrong. I'm here to prove myself right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's focus.
Yeah.
That's focus. That's why he goes in early and he stays late. That's why.
Yeah.
He's there to win.
Yeah.
And y'all can win with me, or y'all can win without me, or y'all can lose without me.
Right.
But no matter what, I'm going to win.
And that's what it's about. It's about winning, man. It's just like, man, when I have my AAU basketball team, man, the kids, I tell them all the time, man. I tell their parents too, man. I love shiny things, man. I know most coaches is about, hey man, it's not how you not worried about how you play the game. I'm not that coach. I tell the parents real quick, I'm not that coach. I'm not that. It's how you play the game.
Participation.
It's about shiny things, man. I love shiny things. I love trophies. I love shiny trophies. I love big trophies. The bigger the better. That's what it is. And I'm gonna work your kid. I'm gonna work them. I'm gonna work them to that point. You know what I'm saying? And my wife used to tease me about that, man. Like what we played against Hempstead one year. We blew Hempstead out like at 30 points, man, the tournament or something like that. And then it started a whole big fight. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, she said, you work those kids so daggone hard, they don't blew that team out. She knew, man. I was like, yo, I'm gonna work them. And I used to tell the parent, I'm gonna work your boy, I'm gonna work them. That's just how it is. But again, they're gonna learn some things. They're gonna learn discipline. They're gonna learn how to value what they do. They're gonna learn how
accountability.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna understand that, you know, in doubt you do without, and that means you do without the BS.
Yeah.
You do without the BS. You know what I'm saying? So you go forward, man. People are gonna doubt you. My mother used to say, "Oh, let them underestimate you." She said that. Let them underestimate you, because she knew right there and there, when someone underestimates you, they ain't ready for you. They're not gonna be ready, and they're never gonna be ready. And that's the thing. It goes back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a tough guy. What Tyson said, everybody's a tough guy till they get punched in the mouth. Right. So again, you don't have to physically punch someone in the mouth. You really don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You can punch them in the mouth being just you. And sometimes that's what it takes, man. And again, man, the Sanders family, man, big up to them.
Charlo should have been drafted. He wasn't even invited to the combine. He should have been drafted.
They doing wonders for football. The NFL should be gonna, at the end of all of this, the NFL know what they doing, because they need them numbers, and they knew this can bring some numbers, and they thought maybe it is gonna humble him or bring him to greatness, whatever. No matter how it goes, we're gonna make $1 out of this.
Exactly.
Again, you know what I'm saying? And them boys got a strong foundation, even though they mother and they father divorced a while back. They never stopped parenting together. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? They never
Exactly.
stop parenting together. That's what it's all about. And they
Yeah.
understand that. Both them boys understand that. You know what I'm saying? And the mother's there just as much as the father. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you can see on Dion's face sometimes he be like, okay, she's here. All right, I'm with it. But I think people make more out of it than what it is. I think they cool in the game with each other. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I think they're more cool in the game with each other than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because again, you know what I'm saying, when your wife, ex-wife are just that fine, you can't be that cool. I'm a single man, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a married man. I'm a single man now. You know what I'm saying? I've been a single man for 4 years now. Hey man, she fine
Yeah.
as wine. I follow her on
Stop.
IG and everything. You know what I'm saying? So she ever give this brother here a chance? Hey man, it's on like popcorn with butter and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
just,
man. Oh man. Yeah,
but it's
man.
all good, man.
Yeah.
I
Shout out
just
to
love how
all.
they handle it. I
To
love
all
how the
the
Sanders family
moms.
is handling everything. I love how all of them. And again, you know what people don't really realize is what Dion is really going through right now, health wise.
Oh yeah, his spot.
Yeah,
He had actual his bladder removed,
yeah,
and another one constructed, and this was going on while his family was being challenged,
yeah,
while
right,
they were trying to belittle his son and
yeah,
him, um, and he still kept it under wraps, kept it together, still recruited for
yeah.
Colorado. They have a really good team coming in. They have two quarterbacks, multiple receivers. Matter of fact, a lot of the receivers that graduated, they're in the NFL and performing. And so Lester just run a kickoff back for the Ravens, for the one of them was for the Ravens. He ran a
Mhm.
kickoff back. Vinny Horn is playing well on Carolina. It's not just the Sanders sons that are doing well, others that were on the team. Unfortunately, our brother Travis Hunter is going through his whole thing. Well, he's trying to
I
get
don't
back.
mean to laugh at the brother. Listen.
Yeah,
I don't mean to laugh at the young brother. I really don't. It's just
no,
that when brother Jeremy just brought up Travis Hunter, the memes from social media went through my head just now. That's all. But
bad for
again,
him.
you know what I'm saying? He's just a perfect example of misguided youth. That's all. And that's again, you see the difference. You see the difference when the father's not there, when the father's there. That's all I gotta say about that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all maybe think we sadly pimping, furthering, and fathering. We are. I don't care how you feel about that. We are. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You see the difference. It's a difference, and you
Yes,
see the difference. Okay.
yes.
Because again, a father, you know what I'm saying? They say, I got all daughters. I got 4 daughters. You have 2 daughters and 2 sons. I have no
Boy,
sons,
girl,
right?
boy, girl. That order. Boy, girl, boy,
So,
girl.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So say you got 2 girls, two boys. You know what I'm saying? So you got that balanced mix going on, right? I got 4 girls. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
my job is to teach my girls, how a man should treat them.
Yes.
That's my job. My job
Yes.
is to teach my girls how a man should treat them.
Yes.
My wife's job was to teach them how to treat a man.
Right.
Right? Straight up. Right?
Yeah.
If,
Yeah.
if society, those in society agree or don't agree, let me tell you
Yes.
something, man. That's just how that is. That's the
Exactly.
facts of it, right? Now, so I, you as a father, you have sons, so you
Yes.
have to teach your sons on how to treat a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to
Yes.
show your son how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then your wife teaches them how a woman should be treated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
yeah. Or how a woman should treat them, rather. How a woman
Yes.
should treat them. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I had to mix up. Sorry. How a woman should treat them. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So,
Yeah.
so that's the balance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the balance.
It's a necessary balance. It's
Right.
a
And,
necessary balance.
and the biggest necessary balance to that is demonstration.
Yes.
Okay, so when
Observation
you
is the
go,
number one learning style.
right, exactly.
Observation is the
So,
number one learning
so,
style.
and it's not pimping nobody's lifestyle on anybody and stuff like that. This is the real deal. This is the real balance to life. You know what I'm saying? So again, we watching this young brother,
Extremely
Travis
talented.
Hunter, going
Super
through this,
talented.
what he's going through because he had no balance in his life. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? He had no balance, and now and see, he's exactly what they want to be out there because there's no strong black father figure right there to show. They say, son, slow down. Okay, son, this is the deal. Okay, son, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that. So
Right.
because he doesn't have that, you know what I'm saying? He gets the when it's time to be clowned, he's clowned.
Yes.
Time to be.
Exactly. No,
Remember
he's
when
gonna try to protect it.
right,
A
right.
lot of the men try to protect it. But see, what happens is, this is what happens when things are done. When you don't understand the connection and how it's supposed to work. So then it becomes all emotion. And your emotion have first say so instead of your will. You can be showing your will a million things. The will is in charge of your soul. It's your will on top, your mind in the middle, and your emotions on the bottom. They're the pawns. The king and queen is the will. The rook and the bishop is mind, right? The king and queen make the decisions, right? So the emotions are not supposed to be in charge. He was so emotionally manipulated, bewitched, and I use that word intentionally.
Yeah.
That his will could not accept what the will needs, and what the will needs most is the truth. Will needs the truth to make the right decision.
Yeah.
He could not accept the truth because the emotions were screaming and trying to be in charge. And only like you said, and this is to generalize, a mother helps you master your emotions, but a father helps you master your will.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but that's our father said.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, hey man, again, you're gonna get fatherhood from us. You understand, people? You're gonna get fatherhood from us. We're fathers, and we fathers first. Well, in Jeremy's case, he's husband first, then father. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. So, in my case now, I'm father first, and grandfather. So that's how it is. So again, you know, when we live the life, and I lived that life. You know, I've been with one woman, you know what I'm saying, for 34 years. Okay, and built a family with, you know what I'm saying, children, grandchildren, the whole nine yards. And again, I don't have sons. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a grandson now. You know what I'm saying? He's 2. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. That's my boy, man. Like, yo, man, is the coolest thing in the world. And what I love about my grandson is that even though, and he's a mama's boy, that's a funny thing about him. He's a mama's boy, right? So he's always crying for my daughter and stuff like that. But his father keeps him in check. And the exact thing what you said about the will, that's what his father does for him. You get what I'm saying? And it keeps him in check because growing up. So as he goes, he's only 2 right now, so he's in the terrible 2s. So he's gonna challenge all that. He's gonna challenge the will. He's gonna challenge. You get what I'm saying? But that's why the father is so needed. You know what I'm saying? Because even the first 5 years of a child, you know what I'm saying, you got to get your mother's nurturing. Because again, if you don't get your mother's nurturing by the time you going off to school for other kids, you don't know how to act around other kids.
Right. Narcissism becomes normal. Narcissism becomes normal.
Right. Exactly. So you need your mother's nurturing, you know what I'm saying, to get you started. So you would know that there's other people in this world. You know
exactly. It's not just you.
You're safe. You get what I'm saying? So, but the father has to be there to really show you how to understand those emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
not that you don't. It's not that it's not bad for you to have them. It's just that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, here's how you understand them, son.
Exactly. And I feel
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You can see, even in the preseason game, he did okay, but you can see that wasn't he fully himself. He
Right,
wasn't as explosive because he's fully distracted, and
right,
he's hurting emotionally, which becomes a thinker. And so his concentration is slightly off. He's so talented that it's slightly off is still very, very, very good. But if you followed him from the time he was in Jackson State to Colorado to now on the Jaguars, you can see the difference. It's not the level of competition. People think it's the level. It's not the level of competition.
right.
When people are distracted off the field, it will play itself out on the field. And
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
he is a man, and a man is
He's
distracted.
human.
He's human.
You
He's
forget
human.
about that. Even though, you know what I'm saying, you have humans with superpowers, so to speak, we're still human. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if you prick me, would I hurt type of situation. Of course. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. But again, he doesn't have the same corner. When you compare it, he don't have the same corner as the Sanders corner. You get what I'm saying? Because he don't have that. It's like, get back to my grandson. He fell down one time, right? So, and he fell, and it was clear that he hurt himself, right? I was there. His father was there. You know what I'm saying? His mother was there, and his aunts are there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The two things that his father and his grandfather said, "All right, you all right, boy? It's cool. All right." Now he cried a little bit. But his father and his grandfather said to him, "You all right? You good? You good?" And by us saying he's good, yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? His father, just get on up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "No, you good? You good?" You know what I'm saying? Pop-Up got you. He was good because he cried just a little bit, and then his mind said, "I am good." You know why his mind said I'm good? Because he knew he was protected.
Exactly.
He knew he was protected. So I'm good. I ain't got to whine and cry and like, "Oh, mommy, please, mommy, help me out." No, he was good. He was good. And that's the energy that we bring as men. That's the energy that the fathers bring. And again, that's what Travis Hunton didn't have growing up. Because he didn't have that growing up. You know what I'm saying? So now, when things are going to hit him, you know what I'm saying? And in the pros, you know why it's different in the pros? Is because the coaches in the pros don't care.
Exactly at all.
See, when he was in high school and when he was in college, and he was with Deion Sanders, a father, a strong black man father that was about to, I'm gonna take care of my boys.
Right. And he can keep him. Let's see Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Now that Travis is not in that predicament, pray that because she was very slick. She intentionally had the wedding in Tennessee where the law is favorable for divorce. So this was in the works.
Yeah.
This was in the works. Right. They're not even one of them from Tennessee, but she intentionally had the wedding in Tennessee so that the Tennessee marriage laws would kick in when she decided to break ties. That was part of the plan. See, if he's not being schooled on the potential witchcraft and manipulation, he's all guilty to the spell.
Yeah. He's looking at as people hating on him or hating on her, and that's how he's looking at, because that's what she said to him. Baby, they just hating, baby. They just hating. You know I love you, when it's right. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know what I'm saying? So his happy moments, like even at the wedding, you saw his happy moment. He was happy.
Yeah, he was happy.
He looked goofy as hell. But again, you know what I'm saying? Not to snap on the young man.
No.
I was looking at him like, oh my God, man, oh my God, like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? This is just like and then again, with giving her the G-Wag and all stuff.
Yeah, G-Wag.
All those big gifts, that's gonna run thin with a woman after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no. When a woman who's never loved you.
Right. Exactly.
Never really loved you.
Right.
A woman who loves you, we be out there cleaning it right now.
Yeah, exactly. But again,
to be cherished. But but the, he didn't read the room. He didn't read her lips. He didn't look back and see her reactions, and he's hurting behind it. But
Well, that's why I never really subscribe to a happy wife, happy life situation. Let me explain that. I don't mean that don't make your woman happy, because I love when my wife was happy. I love
right,
when dad was happy and everything. But what I'm saying, when I didn't subscribe to that, because it's not about her happiness.
right,
It's about
power,
our happiness.
power.
So what the thing is, right?
Happy
So,
house.
right, happy spouse, happy house. That's what I subscribe to.
Yeah,
And the thing that my kids can tell you today, man, my parents, they dated each other, always dated each other. That's how it was. The kids didn't come first. We came
right,
first. You know what I'm saying? We didn't come. The kids did not come first. We came first, because we knew if we were happy with each other, the house was going to be happy. The kids were going to be happy. The kids were going to be well-rounded. If it's constantly about what the kids need, what the kids need, somebody's going to be looking at, well, what about me?
right.
Once marriage get to that "what about me" segment,
Yep.
it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
It becomes a
exactly.
wrap. And my wife, she had this saying. She would say to me, she would say, "Oh, we're becoming roommates." So when she said we becoming roommates, she meant that the marriage is getting kind of spice it up. And I would find something for us to go do, and it didn't have to be expensive at all. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah. That's awesome.
It would bring joy to the both of us, and you know what I'm saying. And the kids just gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Kids gotta wait. And
Yeah.
I have to be. But again, when you're not shown that balance, you're not gonna get that balance. So anybody can come in, just like you said, with the witchcraft and bewitch you, and then you stop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then there's excuses all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let me be a girl like this, and let me be beautiful and pretty, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? When you got $1 million contract, brother, when you got them multi-million-dollar contracts, pretty girls gonna come from everywhere.
They're gonna find you.
They gonna come from everywhere. So that one right there, she ain't gonna be the prettiest. You know what I'm saying? So you have to rush to marry her. You don't have to do those things. You know what I'm saying? He rushed to marry her. If she wasn't gonna stay, she wasn't gonna stay.
Right.
You just
if they let you know, you are not optional.
Yeah.
That's what you have to learn, especially if it's going to be marriage. You are not optional, and you're not disposable either.
Right. Exactly.
You're not disposable.
Exactly.
So if you're given vibes of being optional, being disposable, you know what situation you're really in.
Yeah.
And don't deny it to yourself.
Yeah. I'm just hoping he doesn't allow it to affect his career.
Exactly. Well, and it's the beginning of his career too.
Yeah. I just hope it doesn't affect his career, because it's obvious she doesn't love him.
Clear.
It's about what he can do for her, because now he got this contract. He got to the promised land. So I can break out and just do what I want to do, and get that money and go, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So again, sometimes it's best that happens. I mean, if he's smart enough, he would get the right. Let me tell you something. The right lawyers. I know they didn't have a prenup, but let me tell you something, man. The right lawyers, because it's girls, they have no kids. The right lawyer, she'll walk away with about 500 G's, and that'll be about it. The right lawyer, she'll walk away with 500 G's, and that's it. Never see another dime the rest of her life with the right lawyer. Or he got
the right lawyer. She should take the G-Wagon and a tank of gas.
Yeah, exactly. The right lawyer, man, she'll be packing with nothing. It'd be like, I saw you and him in the rain, walking in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Don't you touch that coat. I'm telling you, the right lawyer, she be packing what she came in with. You know what I'm saying? The bubble gum and some booties on. I'm telling you. Because the right lawyer know how to do it. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep.
That's all he need. Yo, you got all that money, get the right lawyer. If the right lawyer is gonna save you the right money and the right heartache, you know what I'm saying? Hey
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If it saved me several millions of dollars, and if the right lawyer that you pay him $800,000, you know what I'm saying, to save you millions of dollars, get that lawyer, bro. Get that lawyer. That's what I.
Well, you know, what we haven't done yet. We haven't taught New York yet. We
I know.
haven't taught New
I
York
know.
yet.
I know. People say it's Subway
But this,
series and this and that.
so we series,
We gonna
and we
talk
haven't
New
taught
York,
New York.
y'all. It's New York sports and everything that comes with it. Y'all gotta remember that. It's New York
Everything,
sports and everything that comes with it. All right.
exactly, exactly. It's all things sports.
All things sports.
Competent New Yorkers talking all things sports. So we're not veering off. We just keep staying true to who we are.
Yeah.
But we want to talk some New York. We want to talk some New York. Now, I'm a Giants fan.
Come on.
I'm a Giants. Wait, where is it? Wait, section. There you go. I'm a Giants. I'm a Giants fan. I go back to the time of Brad Van Pelt and Butch Woolfolk. You remember when they drafted Lawrence Taylor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go back. I'm a Giants fan. What's funny is my favorite color is green. I had it with you know when you're a kid, you the team of your favorite color. But you know, I chose the Giants. It was the Giants, and I was sorry when I first chose this though. And I remember we get Lawrence Taylor and Banks and Reasons and before Lawrence Taylor, we got Carson, you know, and what have you. But we have another young cat right now that's real exciting, and our defense looks like for real. Two Carter looks like our next great pass rusher. He looks like, and we already have Lawrence on the line. We already have Thibodeau, and now we bring in brother Abdul Carter, and that's exciting. Also, you know, since I was little, I don't remember only back of African American descent that even got a whiff was Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all that time.
Yeah.
Only one who got a sniff, like a little sniff, was Geno Smith. And now we have a quarterback room with Wilson. We have a quarterback room with Winston, and we got the young pup from Mississippi, same school as Eli. And things are looking up. Even though prognosticators say we're only going to win about 5 games, which is, I'm open to, listen, I live in the real world. I love the truth, whether it's for me or against me, right? I live in the real world. If that happens because our schedule is real tough.
Yeah.
But it won't be because we're less talented than we were. I got to give Joe Shane his credit, his props. Though I think they did the dirt dirty intentionally. Yeah. I think there's a reason why he had New York cleats in his locker at Colorado. And he was told certain things, and then things switched up all of a sudden. Anyway, I don't want to go back to that. But things are looking up for the Giants. Funny, I was so frustrated with them. I wasn't wearing Giants paraphernalia last year. I told you, not a fanatic. I'm loyal. There's a difference, right?
Now, tell me this, Brother Jay. Now, with Wilson leading the charge,
yes,
the Giants this season coming. Now, again, I think he's a phenomenal quarterback for one.
Yes, Hall of Famer. Hall of
Famer. Super Bowl champion, whole 9 yards.
Should have been two.
Right. Should have been 2. You're right. You know what I'm saying?
Receiver was soft, going over the middle. Anyway.
Beautiful wife. All in all. But now, this is what I because again, the Giants this season for me, because again, knowing the Giants, they never was about the back page of the New York Post. They wasn't that type of team. They wasn't
Right.
about we're gonna do some ridiculous stuff to get on the back page of the New York Post. That was the
That's the
Jets.
Jets.
That was the Jets. The Giants was like, we want some rings up in this piece. We want to
Exactly.
get we want to get the first string and the second string. Matter of fact, our third string is going to be so good that they can play first string. That's how
Exactly.
good we're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? That used to be the Giants, and that's the kind of workhorse you're going to come here and work. So, from your perspective, because you're the analyst here, from your perspective, far as shaping things on the offense, what does it look like with Wilson in charge?
With Wilson in charge, you're going to get more deep throws because he throws that beautiful rainbow. With him in charge, you're going to get also good check down calls. You're going to get a level of accuracy. You're going to get the ball spread around pretty well with Wilson. With Wilson, you're going to get the tight end involved. With Wilson, your outside receivers, especially Malik Neighbors, is going to get well fed.
Right.
And even there's a young boy they just picked up who really flashed in the preseason first game. His last name is Robinson. This kid looks good. He looks good. He looks good. So the offense, in terms of passing, looks really good. I love our running back situation too. I shouldn't say I love it because I'm still a little salty about my boy Saquon. I am. I'm a little salty. but
big mistake. But we get big mistake, and again, the Eagles. They monopolized on it. They did what they had. I'm gonna tell you something. The Eagles did what they were supposed to do. That was the missing piece to their puzzle, and it worked for them.
Gigantic missing piece.
Right. So,
but I like our offense.
Right. What we need now, because imagine if we had, Barkley with us still, and now we got Wilson. I get it, but we don't. So we got to move on. We got to move on. But at the same time, I just want, from your perspective, now
our defense is going to keep us in the games.
Right.
Our defense is going to keep us in the games. Right. And the thing to have a slight concern about is the secondary.
Right.
Because we let our best secondary player go to Green Bay last year. And our second best he's very good. The kid Banks out of Maryland, he's good. But we don't have the number one. We were just talking about Shedeur Sanders. We don't have that shot down guy in this passing league. So that's why it's for Burns, Thibodeau, Farter to get home, and Lawrence to get home.
So do you think the Giants are going to have the speed in their secondary to have that you know what I'm saying? Because if their schedule is tough this season,
yes,
are they going to have that speed to deal with?
They have speed in the starting lineup. Mind you, starting lineup used to just think two cornerbacks, but now the way the league is playing, you have to have dime and nickel.
Yeah,
it's not just the speed; it's whether we have speed and depth.
Right.
It's whether we have speed and depth, because the way the cards are dealt and played now, we used to be able to do NASCAR. Mm-hmm. We used to be able to put Human Euro, Strahan, all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
You may be able to do that now. You run the risk unless your linebackers and strong safeties can cover. You see, it's one thing if they can hit and stop the run, but it's still going to be important, especially in our division where you're going to have Saquon. We're going to have to face him. So, but can they defend Dallas? What's his name? Last name on Philly? Can they defend the tight ends? Can they defend the running back leaking out?
Right.
See, pass rush, we get that now. That's solid. But can we one-on-one defend? Because sometimes we will be able to drop in zone. Sometimes you gotta have to check your man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And that's what I mean when I say speed. Yes.
Yeah. So next, 2 more or 3 more preseason games. I'm going to pay special attention to that. But what I saw on Saturday, their speed at LB looks good.
Okay.
Their speed in secondary looks good. I don't know about the depth, but I do know if the front four is home, we're going to be a lot more games that people think we should lose than the other way around. And we do have a competent quarterback who's not going to throw the ball to the other team. So,
word.
DJ.
Word. But that's what I wanted to get at, because again, you know, the Giants for me look like they're more about business now than back page of the New York Post.
Exactly.
And for a while they was about back page of the New York Post. And like, that's not even you guys, man. That's been the Jets for years.
I know.
Guys never living that type of life, man.
Yes.
You know, your guys were like, hey man, we may not get you a ring today, but we're gonna get you a ring tomorrow. And that's how they recruited. That's how they went in. That's how they got their coach, their staff, everything. It was about the end game was championship. You know what I'm saying? You know, hook or by crook. If we get whatever we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now
fundamentally sound.
Right.
The trenches were right.
That's what I'm seeing.
On both sides. The next level, the linebackers and running backs were good on both sides. We had reliable receivers who could not only catch but block. So there's a lot to look forward to. We were in preseason. This is the time when the hope is the highest.
Yeah.
We shall see, when it starts to get cold. Because we're gonna need to run. That's why I love Tracy. I love Tracy when he was on Purdue. You know, when he switched over from receiver to running back.
Yeah.
I told you, I watched all of it. Watched the draft, watched the combine. I watch it all.
Yeah. That's what I say. You the analyst, brother. That's what I'm saying.
So I like Tracy. I also like Scatterboom. Scatterboom he's a tough guy now. And I like Scatterboom. I like him when he was on Arizona State. And he was the star of that team. He caused them to go into the playoffs and play well. So he's been able to carry. So that duo I like. You know, with running backs, injury is always a concern. With running back is always, that's what legitimizes sometimes the lessening of value, but it's really fugazi because every position in football is an accident waiting to happen. but they carry the bulk. You see, they paid as a ball carrier, but they're also an offensive lineman on pass plays. Also outlet receivers on pass plays. They're also blockers on running plays. So running backs not to be devalued. Anyway, I like them picking up Scatterboom. But I'm telling you, watch the kid. I don't know how he can keep it up. Because they do their cut down within next week or 2 weeks. And I hope this kid Robinson makes the team. I'm not talking about Rondell. Rondell, I think he's already made the team. This other kid Robinson, this kid is shifty.
Mm-hmm.
He's shifty. To go along with neighbors, and I saw the tall kid. And, oh my goodness, what's his name? The tall kid who scored the touchdown from our quarterback. We do need a tall receiver. He looked pretty sharp. The name slipped me. I'll put it up. As we. It's not coming to me. I don't know why Sean John is in my head, but I can't get it out. John Small or something. It's two names in the beginning. Something John something. So Little John and Little John or something like that. Something like that, Little John. But anyway, he looks like a good, competent receiver. So offense, we look good. And another thing, consider special teams. We do have kickoff returners now, which we didn't have before. So things are looking up. The talent has increased. I think Washington is going to be big unless they sign Scary Terry. I'm not going to say they're going to take a step back because honestly, I think the quarterback is phenomenal, and that wasn't a fluke. He is that good.
Right. Yeah.
He is that good. So we'll see about the Giants. We'll see about the Giants. I'm looking forward to their next preseason game. See how they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I like their locker room. I like the leadership. See, we had a mumble rapper before. And now we got three guys who know how to on the mic and make us feel confident about what's going to happen.
Well, next week we're going to talk a little bit of Jets, and I also what I want to talk about, Brother Jay. I want to talk about what went on in the summer league and basketball.
Yes, I do want to get into
next. We're going to talk about upcoming seasons, but we're going to do all that next week and everything like that because we're going to get all into it. So, folks, we're going to have some fun with y'all, and it's been Subway Series is going to be something that you gotta tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Exactly.
Doing this again and again and again. Yes. And again, Subway Series it's about, it's about All Sports New York and what's around it. All Sports New York and everything else that come with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely we're gonna be talking not just sports on the field or the court or the diamond. You know what I'm saying? It's about, what goes on behind the scenes, what makes that motor run.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, it's about what makes the motor run. Yes. And again, hey, we got the analyst here, man. Okay, Jimmy is the analyst, y'all. He say, hey, he's not a fanatic, but he's the analyst. I'm telling you, I'm more of a fanatic. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm rah about my teams. You know what I'm saying? I'm rah about my players. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's gonna break it down for you.
Loyal and I love. Right. Fanatic means you're crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm loyal and I love.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Sound mind.
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna give you the argument at the barbershop for an hour. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why I'm there because I'm bored.
The beard and the mustache need to touch up sometimes. You know what I mean?
That guy.
Next week, because it was impressed with Fields. I've liked Fields for a while because I watched. I'm really proud of this stuff. I watched Elite 11 for years. Saw Jameis Winston on Elite 11. And it's not a show anymore on ESPN. You got to follow it on YouTube. For those who like to follow the next set of quarterbacks, Elite 11. Well, I remember when Justin Fields beat out what's his name, used to go to Clemson, is now on the Jaguars. Who was the number one pick? Blonde-haired good quarterback, struggling because Jaguars don't know what they're doing. But Justin Fields beat him out. Matter of fact, they're both from Georgia. And this other kid, Trevor, he'll come to me. But the quarterback of the Jaguars. And this kid went to Clemson, and Justin Fields went to Georgia. The way they treat their quarterbacks. Anyway. Especially the ones with a little in the sun. You know what I mean? Anyway, Justin Fields left and went to Ohio State. I'm telling you, I follow this stuff, man. And he was dominant at Ohio State.
Right. Right.
Even the last play when they had a chance to move up in the Oliva will tell you he knew he ran the wrong route. Oliva ran the wrong route and he threw an interception. Anyway, but Justin Fields has always been excellent quarterback. Always been an excellent quarterback. Yes, when he got to Cleveland, got to Chicago, they didn't set him up to win. They did not set him up to win. But sometimes in the cold weather areas, there's this allergy that they have. They don't like to get receivers, and they don't like to hook up the quarterbacks with receivers. But he left. He did a good job at Pittsburgh, and now he's on Nets. And we're looking forward. We're going to talk about that next week. And he did a very good job, leading it all the way down and throwing off that 4.4 speed and getting that touchdown. I don't even know if he threw it into completion. He might have thrown maybe one incompletion on that drive, but they didn't need to see any more. He drove him downfield and scored. And there's going to be a lot of that because he did that well in Pittsburgh, and I expect him to do well here in New York. We were at a fast food place down in Atlanta, me and my wife, and there was a guy who looked just like Justin Fields. And it's in the same town, in the Lawrenceville area, where he's from. And I said, you couldn't help but ask because he looked just like him, but smaller and skinny. And he said, are you related to Justin Fields? He said, Joe, wish I was. Never forget that in my life. So I've been following these guys for a while. I hope him well. My brother used to cut a lot of the Jets here when they had the barbershop in Hempstead, when he used to train in Hofstra. He cut Edge Morrell.
I used to take my girls to the training when they had Children's Day and they had the Kids Day. Yeah. And at Hofstra for the Jets and the train, I used to take my girls there, and they have all kind of everything. They had everything,
They
had
really
the music, the face painting, and this, and that. It was the bomb, and the kids.
Yeah, the Jets did a good job with that, and they went Hofstra. I hope they do down there in Jersey, because I'm not traveling to see the Giants. Go to Jersey to see the Giants. I'm being honest. But I did listen. One of these weirdos who has some dislike for the Jets, because there's this false thing that you got to be love one and hate the other. I'm a New Yorker. I love teams.
Right. Yeah. My wife was the Jet fan. I'm the Giant fan, so it's like that. But we would cheer for each other when we're not playing each other. So that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it went down.
Eden used to be the Buffalo fan. We covered all of New York at one point. I was the Giants fan. Jeremiah was the Jets fan. And Eden was the Buffalo fan.
Hey, Buffalo is New England. They stop playing. That's New England.
Nah, just go fuck them.
Hey, Buffalo's in New England. Let's not play around. Hey, New York.
New York. The argument is like, no, you say, no, that's Canada. Literally.
Canada. You ever drove up there? That's Canada.
No.
I see Eagles.
They got some good MCs from Buffalo, but not their name. But they good, though.
Real Eagles. not the football players.
No, I ain't gonna disparage Buffalo. They're some great fans. They're loyal, man. They are. Get out there and shovel out their seat. They're serious.
Yeah, that's all right. Only thing I like out of Buffalo is wings.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yo, but, hey, we want y'all to like, subscribe,
share,
and to share this. And if you like anything about Subway Series, it's coming. More gonna come. It's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have fun here. I know we clown around, but that's what it's all about here. You have me, yours truly, the motivator Jazzy G, and you have the analyst here, Jeremy. So it's gonna be fun, and we all sports New York, and that's what it is. And we all sports, so it's gonna be all about that, y'all.
Oh yeah. We gotta definitely do one before the big fight that's coming up in September. We'll talk about that too. Yeah. Anyway, we say we love you to life. There's nothing you can do about it.
Indeed.
So until next time, No.
Peace.
Be confident. Be competent. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.